Have you ever found yourself wishing you'd finish your college career? Maybe you had a degree, something that could better your life, better your family? Found yourself competing for a position at work, maybe a promotion or something, and you've lost out to someone with less experience than you, but they have a degree. Have you looked at the cost of the colleges, tried to enroll in one, and tried to figure out how you could afford college while supporting your family, paying your bills, buying food, working full time? The cost of college tuition in the United States is skyrocketed. It now makes one question the fact, is it actually cost effective to obtain a college degree in relationship to the salary that you're expected to earn in your lifetime with that degree? Since 1980, college costs have skyrocketed to an exorbitant amount, 945%. 945% increase since 1980 alone. The cost of a private institution, public institution, excuse me, in 1980 in today's dollars was $2,753 a year. A little under $3,000 a year, and you could obtain your degree. A public or private institution, Harvard, Baylor, Princeton, was $5,750 a year in college tuition. In today's money, and you put that in perspective, the statistics are misleading. So in 2011, that same public university, with just a little under $3,000 a year, now costs $13,675 a year in college tuition alone. That private institution, those elite areas, Baylor, Harvard, Penn State, easily cost you $36,000 to $37,000 a year in college tuition alone. And amazingly, none of these costs include books, user fees, access fees, parking fees, computer use fees, library fees, room and board. It can easily cost you up to $40,000 a year in order to obtain a college degree. $45,000 a year while you're paying for your family to survive, while you're trying to eat. As you're a child coming out of high school, how do they afford this? How do we make sure that our children, our future, have access to higher education in the United States? Well, a lot of countries have asked themselves the same thing. The United Kingdom has actually taken, in the 1980s, began a program where they said, you know what, hey, we're going to invest in our future. We're going to invest in our youth. If you want to go to college, graduate in high school, or their equivalent of high school, fill out the paperwork. We'll give you a loan to go to college that you will not have to repay until you graduate. If you graduate or fail to complete college, you do not have to repay this loan until you make £21,000 a year, which is equivalent to $34,000 to $36,000 today, American money. Can you imagine that? I can go to college for free, and I don't have to repay it until I make $34,000 to $35,000, $36,000 a year. And how the repayment plan is there is for every amount over that $36,000, you pay 9% back towards the college cost that you've incurred for obtaining your degree. Scotland. Scotland says, I'm going to invest in our future. I'm going to write your college and pay it directly. We'll pay them directly for you to go to college, and you don't have to ever worry about repayment. Your investment is the repayment that our country needs. Socialism is a big thing. Socialized medicine, socialized education. Cuba, a socialist country, gives college to every one of its qualified residents for free. These are investments in the future, investments that we can make in the United States, investments we need to change. Unfortunately, with that 945% increase in 30 years, it's no longer cost effective for our children. They cannot afford to go to college and live. They come out of college with exorbitant amounts of debt, easily in excess of $60,000 in student loans that they must repay. And if you don't graduate or you can't afford to repay it, too bad. These cannot be forgiven. We will draft out of your paychecks, if you have one, or take it from inheritance or whatever means possible. It's time we changed. It's time that we made an investment in our future. We made an investment in our youth. And we said, you go to college. We'll pay for it. The the jobs that used to be blue-collar jobs, that used to be for hard-working individuals, the distinction of the American society. If you work hard, you will succeed, is no longer true. The Industrial Revolution, the technical revolution of the 90s has changed that. As more and more jobs require those degrees, simply to compete, we have to be able to match that fund. We have to be able to match that rate. Our America as a nation continues to fall in the educational decline. What we need to do is try to subsidize our future. We need to say, children, you're our future. If you succeed, we will succeed. As a nation, we do not grow until you do. We will pay for your education. We will send you to school. We'll make that investment in you. We need to subsidize our college tuition costs so that it is available to every student, every youth, regardless of their grade point average. Many students fail high schools or primary schools simply because they don't apply themselves. Every student deserves that chance, and we need to take that investment. So this is where I say that we need to contact our representatives. This is where we need to contact our Congress, our local politicians, and say, you serve us. This is our future. We need to change. Contact your representatives and say, our future are those children, not the corporate bankers, not the lawyers, not the tenured professors making hundreds of thousands a year. There aren't a whole lot of those, to be honest. Most of them don't make much money. Sorry. Our system must change now. We must go call to action. We must do something about our future. Our children are going to be our future. Without that call to action, we won't be able to afford it at this rate of the increase. So please, take some action. Contact your congressman, contact your representative, talk to your family members and say, we need to change this education system. We need to invest in that future. We need to take money away from this cause. Quit spending money overseas and spend it here.